Hey VC, this is my entry into Chris Propfe Musically Obsessed Nifty 650 VC contest. Hi everyone, back once again with another video. Starting to get used to creating these videos and really enjoying it so far. So I'm here today because Chris Propfe Musically Obsessed YouTube channel, he just cracked the 650 subscribers. So massive congrats, mate. Keep up the good work. So I'm new to his channel, but really enjoying his videos so far. I can tell he's got a heart for rock and metal music, but he also has a good ear for all sorts of styles of music, and I can quite relate with him as well. So check out his channel and subscribe. The link will be down below. And yeah, so he's got a VC contest at the moment, celebrating 650 subscribers, and it's called Nifty 650 VC contest. And here are the contest questions. So the first question he's asked is, show the first and last album in your collection depending on how you organise them. So I like to go by Discogs A to Z, but then as for the end, I like to go by compilations, soundtracks, etc., all mixed up together. So A I've got is, as for A, I've got A Perfect Circle, Murder Nonce. This is Maynard, from the singer from Tool. This is a side project. This is the first album. I think it was out in 2002, 2003, I think. 2000? Yeah, between 2000 and 2003. First album, Murder Nonce. One of the most popular songs is Judith on this album. This was gifted to me by a friend of mine, Mark. So cheers, mate. Thanks very much for giving this to me. And yeah, so this is what I've got in A. As for the various artist compilations, the most recent one I've put in was Drive soundtrack. Movie stars Ryan Gosling. So this is the original motion picture soundtrack by Cliff Martinez. And yeah, this is a synth, 80 synth sound, electronic sound album. Once I saw the movie and I heard the soundtrack, I was completely blown away and I had to pick this up. So I really recommend this. The one song I really like is Tick of the Clock by the Chromatics. There's a particular scene in the movie. It's mind-blowing. It gives me goosebumps. And yeah, once I got this record, I played that around 15 times in a row. So yeah, highly recommend this. And that's on pink vinyl. And yeah, as for the second question is, show an album with mostly blue on the cover. So one of the recent albums I picked up is Eric Clapton's Pilgrim. This was from '98. It's got a song on it, My Father's Eyes, which was from the Unplugged DVD, but then he retouched it and recreated the song and added it to this album. So yeah, it's got the blue artwork, which is pretty cool. I've recently picked this up. This is a recent reissue. As for the third question, Led Zeppelin or Deep Purple? This is a really tough one, to be honest. I like both bands pretty much the same. It's very close, but I would have to go with Led Zeppelin. It's true, a lot of other people said that Deep Purple's got a bigger discography, lots of more albums. They just recently released an album, but I don't know. I personally would go with Led Zeppelin. Some of their songs just more connect with me. And yeah, I would have to go with Led Zeppelin, but really tough battle. Okay, for the fourth question is, show us your speakers. So here we go. So this is my lounge setup. So I've got these speakers. So I've got these Tangent Evo E4 speakers, these tiny bookshelf speakers on stands, and then I've got the Toshiba turntable and amp, which my dad sent out to me. And yeah, this is pretty much my lounge setup, and those are my speakers. Okay, and as for the fifth question, tell me 2 albums in your want list. So at the moment, my want list, I've gone through it, I've got a lot, but the first one would be Foo Fighters' Songs from the Laundry. This was a Record Store Day release. I pretty much didn't have any issues with Record Store Day releases over here in Melbourne. Always, wherever I wanted, I had no issues getting it. But for some strange reason, this one was completely cleared out. Whenever the store I went to, they picked it up straight away, and then when I went to the second store right afterwards, it was all completely gone, and I pretty much gave up. And then since then, everyone just jacks up the prices for this 10-inch. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to pick this up one day, hopefully soon. Next off I've got is Van Halen for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. This is the 91 album. Not that easy to find, it's quite rare, but hopefully one day I'll be able to have it in my collection. Sixth question, show a lesser known album by a well-known artist. Okay, I found it quite hard to pick an album which is underrated by a particular artist, but I've gone through it today, spent a good couple of, probably half an hour trying to pick one, but I've decided to go with Santana's Africa Speaks. So Santana recently signed with Concord Records, and he had an EP in Search for Mona Lisa, and then he released his full-length album quite recently, last year, and it's called Africa Speaks. And this album he collaborated with world-renowned producer Rick Rubin. Okay, so when he was with the previous albums after Supernatural, he collaborated with a lot of artists, singers, you know, Rob Thomas, Wyclef Jean, a lot of other well-known commercial artists, singers. And with this album, so Rick Rubin told him, you know, who do you want to guest on your album? And he just said, listen, I don't want too many, I just want 2 women in this album, which is Spanish singer Boyka and British singer Laura Mvula. So he went with this African style of music with his traditional Latin music, and yeah, he added that African touch to his sound, and it looks like he'd been wanting to do this type of album for quite some time, and yeah, now he's pretty much free and he's created this album, and it's really good in my opinion. It's quite underrated. It wasn't that much publicized online, and I really recommend this album. Really enjoyed it. I gave it a good couple of spins, and yeah, I think it's quite underrated by the well-known guitarist Santana, and I reckon he's still doing great for his age and still playing really well, and hopefully one day I'll be able to see him in concert. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. It was fun participating in this contest, really getting used to these contests and connecting with everyone in the VC. So yeah, check out Chris Propfe Musically Obsessed YouTube channel. The link will be down below. Au revoir. And if you like my video, maybe, you know, chuck me a like and maybe even subscribe to my channel. Would really appreciate it. Cheers. Catch you later.